The dust of Kurukshetra still hung in the air, but something subtle had changed. The thunder of armies felt distant now, like a storm heard from across a river. Arjuna stood on the chariot, his heart steadier than before, yet his mind was wide open, hungry, alert. The answers Krishna had given him had not ended his questions. They had purified them. What remained was deeper, more luminous, and far more mysterious. Arjuna looked at Krishna again, not merely as a charioteer, not even only as a friend, but as a doorway to something infinite. His voice was softer now, shaped by reverence rather than confusion. "O Krishna," Arjuna said, "you have spoken of remembrance at the final moment, of fixing the mind upon you, of reaching the eternal. But how does one hold the mind so steady? What form should the seeker remember? What is the path that leads beyond return?" Krishna's gaze did not waver. His eyes held the stillness of one who had seen beginnings and endings countless times. The faint sound of wind passed through the banners, and for a heartbeat, the entire battlefield seemed to lean in to listen. "Listen carefully, Arjuna," Krishna said, his voice calm yet vibrant, like a river flowing with purpose. "What I speak now is subtle, ancient, and powerful. It is known by the sages, practiced by seekers, and guarded by discipline. It is the path of Pranav, the sacred sound Om, and its effects are wonderful beyond measure." Krishna began not with instruction, but with vision. "There is a supreme being," he said, "older than time and yet forever young. He is the seer beyond all seeing, the ruler beyond all authority. Smaller than the smallest, greater than the greatest, he sustains everything without effort. He is beyond darkness, beyond confusion, radiant like the sun beyond clouds." As Krishna spoke, Arjuna felt his breath slow. His thoughts, once sharp and restless, softened into stillness. "That supreme," Krishna continued, "is not bound by form, yet appears in all forms. He is not limited by thought, yet known by deep meditation. To remember him at the time of death is to cross beyond fear, beyond decay, beyond return." Arjuna's heart trembled, not with terror, but with longing. Krishna now spoke of the practice itself, his words deliberate, precise, yet alive. At the final moment, he said, "The yogi closes the gates of the senses. Sight no longer chases form, sound no longer pulls the mind outward. The mind is drawing inward, like a flame protected from the wind." Krishna raised his hand gently, illustrating the inward turning. "The life force," he said, "is guided upward, centered between the brows. And with unwavering devotion, the seeker utters the sacred syllable Om, the sound that contains all sounds, the seed of creation itself." Arjuna felt a shiver run through him. Om, the sound he had heard whispered in forests, chanted by sages, echoed in temples, and vibrating in his own chest during moments of silence. "This," Krishna said, "is the highest path. Whoever departs remembering me in this way reaches the supreme destination. There is no doubt in this." The certainty in Krishna's voice felt like a promise etched into the fabric of reality. Krishna paused, letting the weight of his words settle. Then he continued, revealing the hidden power of constant practice. "Arjuna," he said, "this remembrance is not born at the moment of death. It is shaped over a lifetime. The mind goes where it has been trained to go. Therefore, one who constantly remembers me, who acts with awareness, who offers every breath and action to the divine, easily remembers me at the end." Arjuna understood. This was not magic, not chance, not a sudden miracle. It was discipline, devotion, and love woven together through time. "Such a yogi," Krishna said, "is ever united with me. His mind does not wander aimlessly. Even while acting, he remains anchored in the eternal." The battlefield no longer felt like a place of violence to Arjuna. It felt like a testing ground, a sacred field where inner truth met outer duty. Krishna's voice deepened as he spoke of what lay beyond death. "Great souls," he said, who attain me do not return to this world of sorrow. They have reached the highest perfection. They have crossed the ocean of birth and death. Arjuna felt the weight of countless lives, countless struggles, countless tears carried in those words. This world, Krishna continued, from the realm of Brahma down to the lowest plane, is subject to return. Even those who reach the highest heavens must come back again. But one who reaches me is never born again. The idea struck Arjuna with profound force. Even the gods were bound by cycles? Even the heavens were temporary? Krishna nodded, as if reading his thoughts. Yes, he said, all worlds are impermanent. Only the eternal is beyond return. The sun climbed higher in the sky as Krishna spoke of time itself. Those who understand the rhythm of creation, he said, know that a single day of Brahma lasts 1,000 ages, and his night is of the same length. At the dawn of that day, all beings come forth into manifestation. At nightfall, they dissolve again into the unmanifest. Arjuna's mind struggled to comprehend such vastness. Time stretched beyond imagination, yet Krishna spoke of it as calmly as one might speak of sunrise and sunset. Again and again, Krishna said, this cycle repeats. Beings arise helplessly and dissolve again, bound by the law of creation. There was no cruelty in Krishna's voice, only truth. But beyond this unmanifest, he said, there is another reality. Eternal, unchanging, untouched by time. When all worlds perish, that remains. Arjuna felt his chest tighten. This was the destination Krishna spoke of. This was the promise behind the discipline. Krishna's tone softened, becoming intimate, almost tender. That eternal realm, he said, is my supreme abode. It is not lit by sun or moon or fire. One who reaches it never returns. That is my highest state. The battlefield faded completely from Arjuna's awareness. In his mind's eye, he saw no form, no color, only vast peace. This, Krishna said quietly, is attained by unwavering devotion. Not by fear, not by escape, but by love and constant remembrance. Arjuna's eyes glistened. He was a warrior, trained to face death without flinching, yet these words pierced deeper than any arrow. Silence followed. Not an empty silence, but a full one, dense with meaning. Arjuna finally spoke, his voice steady, grounded. I understand now, he said. The practice is not only for the final moment. It is for every moment. The sound Om is not only a chant, it is a bridge. The mind trained in remembrance becomes fearless. Death loses its terror. Krishna smiled, a smile that held galaxies and childhood laughter at once. Yes, Arjuna, he said, live remembering me, fight remembering me, breathe remembering me, and when the final breath comes, it will feel like returning home. The conches sounded again. The army stirred. The world resumed its movement. But within Arjuna, something eternal had awakened. He lifted Gandiva, not with trembling hands, but with calm resolve. His heart no longer raced toward fear or victory. It rested in remembrance. And on that battlefield, amidst dust and destiny, the secret of Om was spoken, not merely as sound, but as salvation. If you like our work, then do like, subscribe, and share the channel.